This email from Karen from 365 Days featured my quote as her subject line. I was so excited. I left a review on her website for the recipe I'm about to make you guys, and she used it as her actual email. So I was really excited, and I do stand by my review. She is the queen of Instant Pot and slow cooking. This is her website. Down below, I will link the exact address. Thousands of recipes for your Instant Pot and your crock pot. I do not know her. I'm not being paid. But this is what I'm making today, creamy turkey spinach penne. It's delicious. So we're starting with a pound of turkey, some chopped onion, and our first set of spices will be garlic powder, salt, pepper, Mexican oregano, and cumin. If you don't have Mexican oregano, Italian oregano is just fine. I'm using Farfalle bow tie noodles. Karen uses penne. You can use whatever kind you want. This is some chicken broth, about 2 cups. And I found the fire roasted Rotel again, so I'm using fire roasted Rotel, but you can use any flavored Rotel. For the second batch of spices, we're using chili powder, cumin, salt, and pepper. I use regular chili powder, but I was out, so I'm actually using New Mexico today. Some fresh spinach and half a block of cream cheese, which is about 4 ounces. Again, Monterey Jack cheese shredded. Again, I will put down below the exact measurements of everything. So in the Instant Pot, we're going to put it on the saute setting, and going to use avocado oil. You can use olive, any kind you like. I buy my meat in bulk and then I divide it up, so that's why it's in a baggie. But you can use beef or chicken for this. You don't have to use turkey. I'm using a binder clip to hold the liner. I don't know if you noticed that I just did that, and that keeps the liner from moving around. That's my only pet peeve with the Instant Pot, is that it does that when you're stirring. So I found that a binder clip is the trick. I don't remember where I got that tip, but I share it every time I use something in my Instant Pot on my channel to remind you guys, because it really is a great tip. So I bought that $1.25 meat chopper thingy that's all the rage on social media. I would say don't even waste $1.25. It makes my drawers not open like a potato masher does. I'm fine using a spoon. So I didn't really see, I think it's overrated. I didn't really see why everybody uses it to break up their meat, but whatever. This though, this is a little mini vacuum I got off of Amazon, and as you can see, it cleans in those little crevices of your Instant Pot that are very difficult to get to with a sponge or something. So it also is great for cleaning out the inside of your kitchen drawers. Again, I'm not being sponsored. Nobody's paying me to say this. I'm just sharing it with you because I think it's great, and I will put that down below as well. So now I'm adding the onion, and we're just going to saute the onion and the turkey together and add the first batch of the spices, which is the oregano, the cumin, the garlic powder, salt, and pepper. And that is going to flavor our meat. And we're just going to let this sit and saute for about 5 minutes or so. So the Instant Pot's kind of intimidating to a lot of people, but once you're turned on to it, and once you go to like a site like Karen's and you learn how to use it, I'm telling you, you will use it over and over again, as I do. I just adore it. So now we're going to add the pasta, and at this point we're going to be layering. We're not going to be stirring anything up. So I'm using the Farfalle. I usually like to use the baby ones, but they didn't have those, so I'm just using the regular size. But if you want to use elbow macaroni, if you want to use wagon wheels, whatever, I will show you in just a second here how to figure out the exact cooking time for this dish. So now I just added the broth. Again, no stirring, and now putting the tomatoes on top. And I'm just going to kind of spread them around a little bit. But it seems weird not to stir, but you don't. It's just an Instant Pot thing. And now the second batch of spices, the chili powder, the rest of the cumin, and the rest of the salt and the pepper goes just right on top. Now we're going to put the lid on, make sure we're sealing it. For my pasta, it takes 6 minutes. Karen using penne, 10 ounces of penne, she did it for 4 minutes. But this is how you figure it out. You take your box of pasta and you look and see how long it tells you to cook your pasta for. So for example, this says 12 to 14 minutes. So I took 14 minutes, I divided that by 2 to get 7, and then subtracted 1 to get 6. And so that's why I'm doing 6 minutes. I know you have to math. I mean, I hate math. I suck at math. Math is the worst thing ever for me, but in cooking, I realize I actually know more math than I think I do. So here's another tip. You're going to put cream cheese on top of the lid while this is doing its thing, because this will make the cream cheese soft enough that when you add it, you don't have to chop it up or anything, and it'll melt kind of like butter. So now, here we go. We're going to do a quick release. That's how it sounds. That's the part that scares a lot of people, and that's why they don't like the Instant Pot, but that's it. I mean, it's not a big deal. You just want to keep it away from your cabinets or wipe them down when you're done. So now, everything's quick release. You can take off the lid, and here you go. You just stir it right up. Now I'm going to add the cream cheese. So I tried to do this tasty style. I don't know if you've seen those recipes where the camera's looking down onto the food. I don't know how Tasty gets the steam out of their videos, because there was so much steam that I had to cut out. So if you know that trick, go ahead and comment down below, because I'm convinced now they don't really cook their food. So as you can see, I just put in all the cheeses and the spinach, about 2.5 handfuls. If you're using baby spinach, use 3. Just waiting and stirring until everything's melted and wilted, and once it is, we're ready to serve it up. And there it is. It doesn't even need anything. It doesn't need bread or salad. It's just so delicious on its own. I hope you try this. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more tiny ass kitchen 2 recipes to come.